be a trap hill here, so I'm going to do.
G'day guys, hope you're doing well. Back out in the beautiful Victorian high country for another 2-night adventure, and I'm kicking off the trip in the Mansfield State Forest.
Doughty Rd. It's a really great track into Sheepyard Flat as opposed to coming around near Mount Tibbetop. Really turns into it's got some really good water bars. It's nice free flowing. It's if you haven't done it, it's a good one to check out. Not that hard, it's just a nice warm up before you start to head into the high country. Soil change. There's the high country red clay. That's the you definitely don't want to be on that sort of stuff, particularly when it's wet. We're going to take a track tomorrow, 16-mile Jeep track. That's a great example of a track that just can change. Like, it's a really good track, but as soon as you get a couple of downpours of rain on it, totally different track. And I tell you what, going up it and coming down it real hard, it's this stuff, but just a lot steeper. Oh, this track is so good. Warms you up. River. We'll see that upstream a bit later tomorrow as we come down. Yeah, so Sheepyard. Good to see a few people in here. A lot of caravans. So that other road, that Timbertop Road, Caravan Central, that road. Alright, Alpine National Park, here we come. Going up. Little bit of stir, ski run, and then the back side of the summit of Mount Buller. So that's where the ski runs are. This weather looks a little interesting. So clouds are starting to roll in. There is some prediction for a late thunderstorm, so we'll see how we go. It's hot in the valley, and then it's cool up top. So we're about 1,000 meters up here, and we're going up to about 1,600. So the storms up here can get pretty wild, so let's see if we get one and bunker down, but otherwise we'll try and find a camp spot. Alright, this is where the climb starts, all the way to the top. This is the seasonal closure gate too. And let's go to the top. Foggy up here. little spot in here. Oh, look at that. 4 drivers leaving some wood. Plenty of spots to camp.
So the second trip with the Moscow Moto Reckless 80. I didn't have the best trip, the first trip with this bag, so I broke a buckle on it, and I also had to replace the strap to the heel guard. I wore it down with my boot, so I couldn't really tension it, almost sheared it in half, so that was a bit annoying. So, and the other issue I had with it was where do I stash water, so I fixed that. It come off because we'd only support it with this one strap that holds it sort of in to place, and then over the top, and over time with all those bumps it just shimmied out. And so, but I fixed it, and I've got a couple of rock straps, so that was great today, and I can tension up these rock straps, and that's where I like my water bladder, up there. I know it's high weight, but I don't notice too much of a difference with it. It's where else do you put that water. I travel with a fair bit of water just in case of an emergency. Anytime I was hiking or doing anything in the high country, particularly up here, so if you get injured or caught out, I just like to have a little bit of extra water. This is a 6 litre MSR. These are tough. These will last, 10 years plus. I've had mine, I finally popped mine actually, my 4 litre, I popped it on the last trip, trying to get this all cinched up. So yeah, reasonably happy with it today, which is good. So I'm using a firelighter. It's 7:20 and the sun's going to set, so it'll be dark here in the next sort of 20 minutes or so, half an hour max. So I really want to get this fire going, so that's why I'm using the firelighter, and it'll last about 10 minutes and we'll get this raring. Well, you can sort of see the conditions now. Such a nice day when we're coming up in the valley, really hot in Mansfield, and then as we start to get up to altitude, there's a high pressure system sitting over Bass Strait, which is pretty much throwing weather up. So it's all right. So dinner, fire is cranking. I've got this lamb rump steak marinated, just got it from the supermarket. I froze it last night. Pretty easy. It's marinated, go on the grill, and then I've just got some couscous. Because I freeze the meat, I just wrap it in one of these thermal bags, so it's like got alfoil on the outside and then sort of like those poppy things, plastic things on the inside, and that's enough to keep it sort of cool. And pretty much that I recycle. I wrap it in a little bit of foil, I'll take that home, and I can use that again as well. And that's how I transport meat when I can. Alright, let's get this meat on. At least it's not cold. It's quite a nice temperature, and with the fire it's fine. So I've just got a wind stopper on underneath my gear at the moment, literally a running sort of Nike long sleeve top, and then just this Patagonia wind stopper. So what the wind stoppers do, they're great. They just break the wind out, and they actually act as a light waterproof jacket, which is great. So for me, I'm creating a lot of body heat at the moment. I'm sweating a lot because I'm moving around, and this breathes, lets it out, but doesn't let the water and the moisture in. They're fantastic. That's probably it. And if it's too much water, I'll add a little bit more of the couscous, but that will suck all that moisture up and carve them up. And then some like Chinatown style dumpling oil. Yeah, that lamb. That'll do. When there's a campfire, a grill, and we know how to cook it, you can have a decent feed while you're up here.
much nicer this morning. I'll wait for the sun to dry a bit of the gear out, I think. Tad bit damp. But as you can see, a really nice spot.
So the plan is, from here we're going to head back down towards the Bluff Hut and head down 16-mile jeep track down towards the Howker River, cross the Howker River, head up towards Stirling, do that Clear Hills track over the top of Stirling, which you can see over the back of me, the Stirling Bowl. We'll make our way over the top of that. Clear Hills will take us to Craig's Hut, and then bottom of Craig's Hut will take us back down to the Circuit Road. We're going to take a left, head towards Pineapple Flat, which is another really nice camp spot in the Alps. Then from Pineapple Flat, instead of going over Wild Horse Gap, we're going to take a left. I think it's called Burnt Top Track, which takes us towards sort of like that Whitfield area. Fuel up in Whitfield, and then there's a couple of ridge lines I want to check out towards Mount Buffalo. Then we'll take that sort of Goldie Spur track. So we'll take Yarrabuck track, which is apparently supposed to be a really, really nice ridge line. Looks hard, but I think we should be pretty right. So we'll go along that ridge, check it out, and just work out if we camp up high tonight or if we camp down there on the Buckland River. Take it all with a grain of salt. That's the plan for today. If we make it, we make it. If we don't, we don't. But yeah, that's the rough plan, and we'll just see how the tracks are. So enjoy the trip.
Tk. Nice. Yeah, there she is, Stirling Bowl. That's where we're headed. Just me, mate. One behind you. Yeah, sweet. Thanks, brother. Always good to tell the four drivers how many in your group. Just hold up the number of how many are in your group. It just helps them out. He's coming up. Want to give him way. Easier for me to stop than him to stop. So all good. Just the one, mate. Brakes. I reckon I might need to bleed my brakes. I did shift the upper column here, and I reckon I put some air in them, so they're not quite as good as what I would like. So the easy way and the more difficult way. 60-mile jeep track. This will be an interesting climb. It's quite steep. Got it out a bit. There's that clay. It's going to be like that the whole way up. We might play it safe and go the easier way, I think. So we'll go the Bindaree's four-way. If I had another person with me, I'd definitely go that way up, but as you can see how rutted out in these sections is, that's what it will be like pretty much that whole way up in that clay to that wombat hole. Woo. Yeah, and that's a good example of what it would be like sort of up that track. It's not graded. Rather be safe than sorry. Arch is low, real low. If we can top up the water. So there's that Bluff Link Road. So this is where we would pop out if you go the easier route. I'm just going to fill up my water here because it's a really nice water spot. Yeah. Really nice water spot. Might go through and come back, eh? Nice. Yeah, a bit nicer here. Drunk from up here before. All good, and it's nice drinking water. This is pretty much the Husqvarna River. So where we went past Shipyard Flat, this is that river again, and pretty much it's just getting all these mountains. So you've got the back of the sort of Mount Lovick, the bluff over that side, and then you've got Stirling Bowl this side, Mount Speculation. They all just filter into this, and the Husqvarna just cut its way through the valley. And then this ends up pretty much into Lake Eildon and tops up the dam. So the roads pretty much go that way and that way. So if you want fresh water, Husqvarna River, Bluff Link Track, that is as fresh as you'll get it. Alright, there's Circuit Road. There's Monument Track. We'll see that at the top. We're going to go Clear Hills Track today. And then up to the Husqvarna Hut. And we start our climb up. There's not too many of mountain bikers coming down, because that'll be interesting. Anyway, this is the climb. Big rocks. Stanley's Bowl. So interestingly, this is a cross-country skiing trail. So you can actually cross-country ski all the way back down to that Husqvarna Gap there. I'll tell you what, I've hiked up these trails, but I've never skied down them, and I tell you what, it would be an interesting experience cross-country skiing down that. It's quite steep. Cross-country skiing's hard at the best of times. Going down that, I tell you what, you earned your stripes. summit to my left, and then yeah, nice. So, bit of location. So you've got Mount Buller, the ski resort, then over, so you can see the bluff, and then pretty much we camped just in that section up there. So we've come all the way down through the valley, down the Hauqua, down to Hauqua Gap, and then we follow this ridge all the way up to the top here, Sterling Summit, and then yeah, great to be back up here. It's a beautiful spot. That track wasn't too bad. I was happy with that. I was expecting that to be a lot more broken up, particularly with all the rain, but this cops snow, rain, all sorts of weather, so it's in reasonably good nick. No drama at all getting up here on the 701. The only thing was just a couple of those big boulders that I got my front wheel nipped on, put me off. A bit minced up this side, as always. Plenty of horses. So there they go when a 701 comes down. Down we go. Horses, flighty animals. Sometimes you can sort of see when a horse is jacking up, so especially when there's someone on it, and those guys there, a lot of them are just beginner riders, and you know, you don't want to upset the horse and then veer the rider off. That would end someone's day, so it's always good to just if you can, shut the bike down and go past them, or go past very quietly. This is and rocky, which is good. Brought the F800 up this way, the GS. Yeah, it's a great track. One of my favourite tracks, this one, Clear Hills track. It is views all around. Oh, nice. And this pops us out at the top of the monument track. So I just did a loop then, which is good. So yeah, Craig's Hut, stop there, eh? The horses just come out of nowhere. Craig's hut, or Steve's hut, or Gary's hut. So, Lake Cobbler, or Mount Cobbler, Mount Buffalo over the very back. That's where we're headed. So we're going to head down to Pineapple Flat, and then to Whitfield fuel up, and then make our way over to there. Should be good. Black landing down to Pineapple Flat. Oh, I can feel it heading up, going down. Hey, this is a good track. This is fun. Nice free flowing. Be good both ways. Coming up and down. Black landing. Back on King Basin Road. So this is the road we came on last trip, but we'll continue it all the way to Pineapple Flat as King Basin will go along those river crossings. If you haven't seen that trip, check it out. Back in the Alpine National Park. Hey, look at this river crossing. This is good. Oh, that's deeper than I thought. Pineapple Flat. Nice. Alrighty. Cool. Wild Horse Gap. And then continue on this. Burn, huh? Burnt top track. That's not too bad. That I'd say like the class is a medium track. Obviously Wild Horse is black and that's got some steep stuff. So that'll take us back up to the link road that goes to Lake Cobbler. That I think it's near that not Rose River, but anyway, it's one of those roads. This will take us pretty much all the way back to Whitfield, which is good. So looking forward to getting in here. This is a good spot. I do love a ridge. Nice. Very top. It's the peak. Look at the size of that sucker. God, good job, Tony. Ooh, big rocks. It's steep there. This is yeah, it's a tricky track. It's very loose and rocky. They say the Wild Horse is supposed to be harder than this, but this is up there. Just got to keep resting and then doing bit by bit. Get through it. Edge, put up the best line. Pull that line. Sick track. Sick track. Just flowy, got plenty of bumps, plenty of grip. You can absolutely walk through here if you wanted. This is exactly what I thought it would be. It's free flowing. Now we're out of the sort of the heavy peaks, not as steep. Now we're on this mellow terrain in here. It's good. Recommend it. Good. So this will pop us out Chess Hut and head to Whitfield, and then we'll gas up and then we'll keep pressing on. This will take us out to a circuit road shortly and we'll be in Whitfield before you know it. She is, the buffalo! Gee, I reckon that buffalo is one of the best looking mountains in Victoria. There's a big plateau. Up to Goldie Spur. And then we'll start looking for a campsite, I reckon. Starting to get to that time of the day, starting to get pretty tired, so see what we can find. It's pretty sweet. This is the closest thing I think you'll get to being in Europe. The mountains, just that jagged rock. Yeah, it's pretty impressive. just got a flat rear. Not a good spot. Ah, that's annoying. Let's try and find some shade, eh? It's going so well. I did take some air out of this tyre. Just a pinch. Where can we go? Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Thought it felt a bit weird. Yep, that is a flat tire. Annoying. Well, fun begins, huh? No good. So I snapped the tool for that nut. This nut's just so tight, I can't get it off. So I'm gonna be a trouble here. So I'm gonna do, can't camp on the road, so I'm gonna head down. This is frustrating. The tool that came with it just couldn't get it off, so I don't know why that's so tight. But yeah, snapped it. So can't get the tyre off to repair the flat. Putting some plans in place to see if anyone locally come bring a tool out, fix it. So what's going to happen is I'm obviously going to fry that tyre, so getting down, so I'm just going to take my time. Need to find someone to camp, so I just got to find the nearest spot and hope for the best. Well, got down the road a little bit, so what I might do, I might camp here tonight and then reassess in the morning, at least get some rest, and then someone may be able to come up and help me change it out. So what a backdrop though. Epic backdrop. So update, just got a phone call from a guy in Paul Punker. He's going to bring some tools up either tonight or tomorrow. I'm going to camp here on the side of the road and then at least try and change it out, and then which is good. Some good folk out there are going to come and help me, which is nice. So it'll make interesting footage at least. But got to cherish the moment and enjoy it. And you know what, I'm going to grab myself a whiskey and set my chair up, and could be a worse spot. Just got to keep an eye on these clouds over. Look at this cumulus cloud building up over the left, sorry, the right here. So hopefully there's not too much weather, but we can handle it. That's why it's important to carry plenty of water, plenty of gear, and if you get caught out, you can stick it out. So stay tuned. Oh, thank goodness. God. Hopefully we didn't cook that, cook the tyre when we came down the track there, but at least we know what happened, and that is bloody nail. All the things, you know what I mean?
Bloody nail. All right. So I spent a couple of hours last night, and I spent a couple of hours this morning trying to get this tyre off the rim. But I think due to me just riding it down that 150 metres to try to find somewhere to camp, it's like permanently sealed it on there. And yeah, actually one of my tyre irons trying to get off flung off and shot into the bush. I've lost a tyre iron, so it's just not my day. So yeah, getting a tow back to Port Punker, and then I'll just work it from there. So that concludes the trip pretty much, which is a bit sad, but you know, these things happen. And definitely now, and obviously thank you for bringing out the tool last night, mate, because that definitely is the tool that I'm going to get. So just a heads up, the standard tool that comes with the bike, the 32mm inch, that's snapped, just trying to get that bolt loose. And that's when the trouble started. If I had that originally, got it off, changed the tyre up there, I would have been fine, probably would have got off the bead. But yeah, unfortunate, but anyway, I have an out, and yeah,